Hey everyone, it's Laurie from Cook Scrap Craft, and I have a twofer video for you today. So this is part 11 in my Scrapbook and Cards Today inspiration series. And what I am doing today is the designer challenge, where in every issue of the magazine, they say, okay, we gave these 3 design team members these specific products, and here's how they use them. So I purchased those products. If you watched my crafty Christmas haul video, which I'll try to have linked below, you'll have seen that that's what I asked for Christmas from my dad. He ordered it from scrapbook.com for me, so that I was able to make this video for you guys. So all of the products are going to be in that video, and then you can see how I use them here. But I'm also combining this for one of the 31 Days of Sketches challenges going on in the Paper Issues Friends and Fans Facebook group. So I have the sketch right in that upper hand corner there. You can see it looks like there's some torn paper, a little bit of mixed media, and lots of paper layering. So what I'm doing, my take on this, because I love the papers in this collection so very much. I think it's all, I can't even remember what it all is now. Jen Hadfield, some Viggy Buden, Simple Stories, I don't know. But I loved it all so much, I didn't really want to be like tearing every single 12 by 12 piece of paper. So what I'm going to do is just mixed media and create different layers of color on the side of the page. But I'm also not putting it on the side, I'm putting it on the bottom because I'm rotating the whole sketch. I'm still going to be using one single photo, and this is a photo that I took in my neighborhood back in, I think it was September or October? I think October maybe. I took a little walk. We have like a walking path in our neighborhood. You have to drive to get there. And then it's all hills. It's just uphill, downhill. I mean, like, I was breathing real heavy, guys. Real heavy. But there's also kind of a nice trade-off. There's a little like scenic overlook walkout area that you can check out. And then since you're so up high because of all the hills, you can look down at the valley below. There's a golf course in our neighborhood. We're very fancy. We're not members, though, because we can't afford that, nor do we even know how to play golf. But yeah, you can look down on the valley, and it's really pretty, especially in the fall when the fall foliage colors have changed. So I snapped a picture in the middle of my walk, and I'm scrapbooking it for you here. So I'm making I'm making a line here so that I know how far up my mixed media needs to be. And that's my, that's just like a border strip from another piece of paper. So I'm just going to use that as my kind of like divider between the mixed media colors and the other side. So I'm actually using 4 different colors. Tim Holtz Distress Oxide Spray Rustic Wilderness. That's the pretty green. I think that's what I'm putting on the outside. Then I'm also doing a lighter green color, Tim Holtz Distress Oxide Spray Mowed Lawn. And then I've also got Tim Holtz Distress Oxide Spray Fossilized Amber. And then a Shimmers color that I've had for so long, Shimmers Vibes Pop Art Pink. I don't know if they still make that. I actually haven't. I've been purchasing Tim Holtz stuff exclusively. I haven't purchased anything from Shimmers in so long. But I think they're still around, and it's a really pretty color. It's kind of like it's kind of corally, so if they don't make that color anymore, look for something that's kind of pinky with a little bit of orange in it, if that makes sense. And it kind of like, I wasn't letting the colors dry in between doing this. This is just the packaging technique. So some of the pink kind of, blends in with the green and gets a little brown looking, but I'm totally fine with that. I just wanted to create different layers of color, and make it, taking the original sketch, how it looks like there are different sections there with the pattern paper. I just wanted there to be different sections with these colors, and I wanted to pick colors that maybe spoke to fall or that you could find in the photo that I took. There was actually a lot more green in the photo than there were, like the fall foliage colors of orange and whatever. And if you're saying, that's not the same branding strip that you had before, you're right, it's not. I spent like 5 minutes looking for the branding strip. I have no idea. At the time, I had no idea what happened to it. And I just was like, I have to finish this layout. I can't spend all this time looking for a piece of paper. And then, of course, after I finished this, actually like yesterday, so like several days later, I found the branding strip, and it was kind of all like bent out of shape. So I don't know where it had gone, but all of a sudden it just appeared on my desk, and I'm like, really? So, I mean, that branding strip, it still has the leaf pattern, but it's not the same but whatever. I was just like, let's just do it. Let's just go for it and finish this up. So now I am taking some very, very pretty flower and leaf embellishments. And if I can grab them. Do I still have them on my desk? Oh, I do. It's right here. So this is part of the Paige Evans Bungalow Lane ephemera die cut pieces. And I am creating a little bit of, trying to create a little bit of dimension there as well. That pink flower, I'm going to pop up with some foam dots. I'm going to pop up another one at the bottom, or actually the little one I'm popping up with some foam dots. I don't think the big pink one I did. But I'm going to make another cluster at the bottom. And something that I struggle with, I don't know about you guys, when I have embellishments, I like to work in the rule of threes. That's fine. But sometimes I'm like, I hinder myself from using too many embellishments on a layout. Like, oh no, I can't use that many because, I might make another layout and I want to make sure that I have some embellishments for another layout. Whereas I could just go for it and use however many embellishments I want. There are no rules. And then if I don't have enough for another layout, I don't have enough for another layout. Like, whatever. There are so many embellishments in this kit. Like, I think you can afford, or in this pack, I think you can afford to use as many embellishments as possible. So, I kind of start things off a little bit minimal as I'm putting down these embellishment pieces. And I also have some of those Your Next Stamp glitter enamel dots, which are amazing. They have so many different kinds. I really need to go back to their website and just like purchase one of every pack, right? Because they're really, really cool. And I love the sparkly look. I love the colors. They're so great that go along with this Bungalow Lane collection. Obviously, Scrapbook and Cards Today magazine put it all together and picked everything out. And then those Simple Stories Color Vibe paper letters are going to be perfect for making a title. I love that they have small alphas, mini alphas, as well as the larger ones in this collection. I'm not totally a fan of the paper feel of them, and I've been working with other Simple Stories paper stickers this month too, as part of the Best of Both Worlds kit, and they just tear a little more easily, so you have to be really careful as you're peeling them up and working with them. I still prefer a good American Craft stickers, right? But these are good because they have a lot. You get a lot in a pack, a lot of letters in a pack in different colors and different sizes. So I'm just titling this Overlook with that sort of I don't know, what would we call that color? Like an army green, sort of like grayish green. I don't really know if it's like an army green, but really pretty. Just titling it Overlook, and I'm going to do a little bit of journaling as well with some cut-apart pieces that are also on one of the papers that were part of this little designer challenge collection. And something to note about the paper issues challenges. During the month of January, they are posting one sketch every day. Play along for your chance to win a prize. I'm not on the design team anymore, but I'm still part of the Friends and Fans Facebook group, and you can be too. Maybe if I remember, I'll try to link that Facebook group below so you can check out what all of the sketches are. And it's just a really fun challenge and a really great way to get scrapbooking and complete a layout a day. If you're really super dedicated and you can do it, and you have the supplies and you have the photos, it's a fun challenge, and all of their sketches are really, really great. And you don't have to play with them in order. You can do whichever ones you want. You can do all of them. It's totally up to you. So here's where I'm like, let's add some more, because I just feel like I need more. I've got all this big mixed media at the bottom, and then like not so much at the top, not so much going on at the top. So I'm like, I'm gonna add more of these flowers, and I'm so glad that I did, because I really like the way that it turns out. Obviously I got a little distracted as I was trying to cut out those little journaling spots there from this paper. I'm going to do some of the ones on the bottom. They all have little arrows, so I'm going to cut out 3 of those so that everything is uniform. One of them is going to have the word wonderful in it, and then the green and the pink is where I'm going to do my journaling. So I'm just cutting them out by hand. You could use, or actually one's going to say one fine day. I thought I used wonderful on this one as well. Maybe I did. I don't know. But here I'm doing the journaling with one of my Zig marker pens. I actually think I get the journaling all in one thing, so then I'm able to use 2 word ones. I don't know. You'd think that I did this like weeks ago. I did this just the other day, and I still have the layout somewhere. I should have put it in front of me so that I could reference it and, be all professional and prepared for you guys, but that's just sometimes not what happens in my world. So here's one that says wonderful. I kind of wish that I could have pointed the arrows in a different way, but I didn't. I mean, I could have done the journaling the other way, but I just wasn't, thinking clearly at the time, which also happens a lot when I scrapbook. And then I'm like, no, I need more embellishments down here at the bottom. I need to like balance these out. So I'd only been working with the top package of this ephemera pack, which had a bunch of like smaller pieces, and then the bottom one has like the bigger pieces. So I open up the bigger bottom pouch, and I'm going through there just to find stuff that might be the right color. I'm looking for more like the flowers as opposed to the leaves, although obviously it's a photo of like trees and leaves, but I just like the flowers because they have more of that pinky color in them that I'm trying to bring out. I just think that that's really pretty. And then just to sort of balance things out a little bit more, I'm going to put one of those cut aparts up at the top and then have my journaling and the other cut apart word down at the bottom. And that's almost it. I am going to come in with some Nuvo Mica Mist. What color is it? Is it gold? I never remember what color it is. It's very gold, and it is called Antique Gold. Everybody's looking for, I actually heard that Heidi Swapp Color Shine's coming back. I don't know. That's what I heard. Shamel told me, because people were asking, what do you use? What's a good substitute? And the Nuvo Mica Mist in Antique Gold was something that was recommended to me as a substitute for Heidi Swapp Color Shine, but if it's coming back, then everybody can stock up on it, although I'm sure it's going to be really hard to find. So just a few splatters of that at the top, and that's going to be it. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end, and there are going to be close-up photos that follow. Please let me know in the comments if you have any questions about the products that I used and the techniques that I used. I would be happy to answer them for you. And click that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, because I love connecting with you guys on this community. I'm getting closer to 700 subscribers, and if you are a subscriber, you'll know when a giveaway is coming up soon. Woohoo! Thanks for watching. Bye!